Well, Mr. Rosen, I'm so thrilled for all these nice words. I think, have to go a long way to deserve all of them, but certainly I'm very pleased to be back in New York. I spent some very turbulent years of early 90s here. I was interviewed today by Charlie Rose show, and they were asking me where did I get my first job. I got my first job in Manhattan, in New York, in my life. I think it was my last job as well, because since then, since then I got into politics, which cannot be really considered a regular occupation from many points of view. The point here is that I really feel that I'm in native city, and I've learned it firsthand that if you can make it here, you can make it just anywhere, especially in Georgia. I think there are many things why it's to say, especially in Georgia, because Americans and Georgians can understand each other instantly. I'm just coming from a reception with a friend, Jim Traub, a prominent journalist, and I went through that room, and certainly these are New Yorkers, and like 3 of them told me that they had at least one Georgian grandparent. 4th one told me he was Georgian altogether, coming back, and like 5th one said that he spent most of his adult life working for medical profession in Georgia, and then finally understood why John McCain says that all of you guys are Georgians. Maybe at least not all of you, but maybe half of you who might vote for McCain or whatever. But don't consider it as an official statement on the U.S. campaign. I've been trying to avoid that very hard for the last 3 days. So, and on all networks, I'm not going to get into this trap this time. Georgia is a remarkable success story, and in fact, Georgia came under huge attack. We were attacked by a country that is 279 times the size of Georgia. And but you can see it from both ways. On the one hand, if something like that happens, it's difficult and it's challenging, and it certainly shows you what the risks are. But on the other hand, if country could withstand it, and I'm not supposed to stand here and to talk to you. I'm here. Our government is still around, very successful, has lots of support of the people, and so that's another way to look at it. If the country could withstand it this time, this country can withstand just anything, and that people can be resilient in any circumstances. I was very pleased to learn 10 days ago that the World Bank upgraded us to be number 15 in the world in terms of business climate. We were number 18 on that list. I learned yesterday that Transparency International upgraded us another few positions up and basically put us at the level of many developed countries and economies. And I think World Bank puts us as #1 fighter with corruption among all transitional economies, and EBRD puts us even further, puts us among 3 least corrupt economies in Europe, so among all the developed economies. I was also pleased to note on that list that Russia was downgraded from number 138 to number 154. and it's lagging so badly behind Nigeria that I think I can hardly catch up anymore. So, but I mean, without being malicious, and enjoying that, I really have to tell you that Georgia, we really want to make Georgia into new Hong Kong and Singapore and Dubai of that region. It is possible. It is now feasible more than ever. And Georgia has acquired lots of name recognition these days for all the wrong reasons. However, one thing that was absolutely made clear to all the people who watched us on different world networks was that this government is young, full of energy, that it's brave, but it's also very competent. And I think that this side of Georgia had never been shown before. When I became president, for the first 2, even 3 years, I had to fight with this perception, to this cliche, this, whenever they would say something about Georgia, usual line in every major Western newspaper would be, this tiny, corruption-ridden, impoverished former Soviet republic. Not a nice visiting card for anybody. I was always, first of all, why would they, I was always angry, okay, we're a country of less than 5 million people, but why they don't call like Czech Republic tiny, or Slovakia, or for that purpose some other countries, why we should be tiny, but okay. But the main thing is about corruption in forest. During the whole war, I paid attention, not a single time anything like this has been written anywhere. Indeed, people that came in, lots of dignitaries that came in, I heard the other day David Miliband, Foreign Secretary of the UK, speaking on television in London, and he said, this country amazed me because it was, I expected to see something, in the situation of war, and we saw a modern, developed European city, Tbilisi, when he was. And he was right. And that's how we intend to keep it. That's how we intend to expand it. That's how we are going to succeed. And I'm always, no matter how many times I say that, Georgians are prone to exaggerate, but I think we will succeed with or without exaggeration, and I think that we are going to make it. We count on your cooperation, on your help. You should count on our openness, on our cooperation, on our help, and on our, on us standing by you through all the problems you might encounter, because we see it as not only just our job, but we also see it as our mission to accomplish, to make it, and to leave behind something of which we and you and all of us and maybe generations after us will be very proud. Thank you so much.